Assalamualaikum students. I am Kausar Hiran from Southern Business School, University of Southern Punjab, Bhutan. Hello and welcome back everyone. I hope you enjoy part 1 of your discussion on the idea of development. In part 1, we explore the concept of development and how different thinkers and organizations have defined it. Now in part 2, we will be continue our journey by driving deep into the meaning and classification of development and developed countries, and then we will explore their common characteristics. Number one, we will first of all we discuss meaning of developing countries. When we say developing countries, we were referring to nations that are still in the process of improving their economic, social, political, and conditions. These countries are often marked by lower income level, a limited industrialization, and challenges in health, education, and infrastructure. Think it as being on the journey toward higher living standards, but not quite there yet. For example, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, and are often classified as developing countries in South Asia. Kenya, Nigeria represent developing countries in Africa. Brazil, Indonesia are considered emerging economics. They are still developing, but at a faster pace. So, developing countries are not underdeveloped, a term that now outed, but rather nation in transition, starving for progress in multiple dimensions of life. What is the classification of developing countries? Different organizations and scholars classify developing countries in various ways. Let's look at some key classifications. Number 1, by income. World Bank classification. Low income countries, LIC, lower middle income countries, upper middle income countries. Number 2, by Human Development Index. Countries are grouped into low, medium, high, and very high human development categories based on health, education, and income indicators. For example, Nigeria has a low HDI while Sri Lanka falls under a high HDI. Number 3, biostructural characteristics. Least developed countries, countries with extreme poverty, weak infrastructure, and heavy dependence on agriculture. For example, Nepal. Emerging economics. Developing nations with rapid industrialization and growing influence in world trade, that is India, Turkey, and Brazil. Number 4, by geographic regions. South Asia, South Sub-Sahara Africa, Latin America, Middle East, and North Africa. South Asia, for example. Each classification helps policymakers, researchers, and international organizations tailor their strategies or development. Common characteristics of developing countries. Although developing countries differ in culture, geography, and history, they often share common features. Number 1, low per capita income. Most developing countries have relatively low level of income compared to developing countries, poverty in and many people struggle to meet basic needs. Number second, higher population growth. Countries like Pakistan and Nigeria face rapid population growth, which puts pressure on resources, education, and healthcare. Number third, dependence on agriculture. A large portion of the population is engaged in farming, often with traditional method. This makes economic vulnerable to climate change and price fluctuations. Number 4, dual economies. Modern industries exist side by side with industrial sectors. For example, in India, advanced IT hubs like villages where farming is still the main occupation. Number 5, low levels of industrialization, manufacturing, and modern industries are less developed, leading to develop dependence on imports of technology and machinery. Number 6, poor infrastructure, road, electricity, clean water, and healthcare system are often inadequate. This slows down development and reduce quality of life. Number 7, development and underdevelopment. What is the difference between development and underdevelopment? Even when people have jobs, they may not earn enough or fully utilization their skills. For example, a graduate may end up working as a rickshaw driver due to limited opportunities. Number 8, weak institutions and governance issue. Weak rule of law and political instability are common barriers to process. Number 9, external shocks. Developing countries often depend heavily on export of a few commodities like oil or cotton. Any drop in global prices can harm their economies. Number 10, social challenges. Problems like literacy, gender inequality, poor healthcare, and multi-nutrition are more common in developing countries. By understanding these characteristics matters, understanding these common features helps international organizations, policymakers, and future managers like you design better development planning. For instance, number 1, if a country has higher population growth, investment, and in family planning and education become crucial. Number second, if it is dependent on agriculture, policies should encourage diversification into industry and services. So, to warm up, we have seen that developed countries are nations in transaction starving to improve living standard, reduce poverty, and achieving sustainable growth. We explore how they are classified by income, human development, and structural factors. and we identify common challenges such as low income, dependence on agriculture, weak infrastructure, and governance issues. As future leaders, researchers, and policymakers, it is important to go beyond the labels and look closely at the unique conditions of each developing countries. Only then can effective solution be created. In our next session, we will explore forward to discuss planning for development, exploring how nation can overcome these challenges and more towards prosperity. And at the next section, we will discuss the main economic issue of Pakistan, that is agriculture. What is agriculture sector, agriculture policy, agriculture importance, its objectives. Now, thank you, students, for staying engaged, and I look forward to hearing your thought on this topic in your discussion form. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.